there you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to take cuttings or separate or divide banana plants. So this banana plant was growing in this pot last year, all season long, looked beautiful, and survived the winter in my basement. And this year it's a little bit too big for this pot, and one of my friends at work wanted a piece of banana, so I'm going to take... Sorry, it seems to be very, very breezy. I apologize for the wind noise. So we're going to remove this and divide it and repot it up. So anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to do as I wave this knife around. You need a sharp knife. You need soil. You need some pots. And you need your plant. So what I'm going to do, this pot, when I bought it, I didn't really think about it, and really you should think when you purchase pots, excuse me, you want to have it so that it's a smooth edge all the way down the pot. This one here has a lip, and there's probably about an inch of soil, excuse me, under this lip. So now the roots have grown right to the edge of this plastic pot, and now I can't lift it out. I can't just tip it upside down and dump it out. So I'm going to have to cut around the plant, break all the roots, and then hopefully be able to slide it out. This video might be chopped up into bits because it's going to take me some time to get this out. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to chop around. Fingers crossed it comes out. Easy. Okay. Finally got it. It was really in there. I had to stop the video. I've been working on this for about 20 minutes. So it was really, really well rooted in there. So I don't know whether you can see that. I think you can see that. We've got the plant here. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see where we're going to cut this open and remove some of the babies and then pot them up. I'm also going to use maybe one or two of the plants, and I'm going to put it in the same pot, and then I'm going to plant some annuals around it. I wasn't able to do annuals before because there was too much stuff going on. So anyway, come on in closer, I'll catch my breath, and we'll get this done. Okay, so here's the root ball. It's much closer, easier to see what I'm doing. I'm just going to try to remove some of the soil. I want to be able to see a little bit of what's going on at the base of the plant. As you can see, they're growing really, really close together. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to cut down close to the main plant, and we're going to try to take off these pups, these offshoots, and we're going to try to get some roots involved. But it's really not that necessary to get roots. As long as you get the pseudobulb that's down in the soil, it will produce roots with no problem. But it's a lot nicer if you're able to get one or two bits of roots with the cutting. So I'm just going to break apart some of this soil so that maybe I can see in there a little bit better. It'll also make it easier when it comes time to plant these things up. I want to also be able to take some soil away so that I can see where the root ball is and how these plants are interconnected. So just take your time with this process. If you have a huge grove of these things, I would not hesitate to take a shovel and just smack dab right down between them. But because I've only got about 6 plants here, I don't really want to kill anything. So I'm just going to take my time here and break apart this soil. Don't worry if you break some roots, they will grow back. The plant won't really suffer too much when the heat and when the warm weather and nice sunshine and good moisture come along. Your plant will bounce back very quickly. So anyway, I'll pause the video now and I'll get closer to these stems, and we'll then see what's going on there. Okay, so we've gotten a lot of the soil off of the root system. There's still quite a bit on there, but we can kind of see where the bulbs or the plant meets the parent plant. So that'll make it easier. I've got lots of roots here, so I'm not concerned that any of these will not have any root system. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a sharp knife. This blade will do fine. You kind of try to make sure your stuff is sterile at all times, but bananas are pretty resistant to anything. So I'm just going to cut this one right along where this meets the main plant here, cutting through everything. Let me actually flip it over. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'd have to use a little bit of muscle. These plants are really strong. Actually, I'm going to change to a sharper knife. This one isn't going through as fast as I hoped it would. So I've got some sharper knives here. Hopefully these will work. Let's start with this big one. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Maybe I'll try the serrated one. Come on, let me through. Let's see if it'll break off now. There we go. Okay, so this has some lovely roots on it. This one will be just fine. Little worse for wear from all the craziness that's happening, so we'll set that aside. Which one shall we do next? Let's do this one. Yeah. There we go. Fantastic. Another fantastic cutting. This is actually corms from oxalis. Let's find another one. Let's cut this one here away. This serrated blade is definitely working a lot better. There we go. Still got some nice roots on here. That'll survive just fine. So now we got 3 plants going on. I'm gonna throw away the main plant. Only because I don't really care whether it fruits or not, so if I wanted it to fruit, I would try to keep the main plant. I'm just looking at this as an ornamental. corm is a thick corm. Got another nice plant right there. I'll cut these two babies off. Holy goodness. There we go. And this one, last but not least, right here. And this one here, this old plant, it's seen better days. It would still grow, but let's just toss it out. Now we're gonna take these babies here, not so little babies. I'm gonna stick this one in this pot. As I reach past the camera for my soil scoop, I'm just going to fill up this pot with soil, just a few inches in the bottom. I've got some slow release fertilizer. Throw some in here. Bananas are heavy feeders, so you want to make sure to have nice fertile soil. Look at here, there's already a growth point here. We're gonna get a baby coming out of this soon. Now we're just gonna fill this up with soil. You could wait a few hours or even one day for the cuts to callus over a little bit. But bananas seem to be pretty tolerant. They don't seem to rot. I would keep the soil on the drier side for maybe a week or two, watering it when it becomes dry. I'm using moist soil right now, but I will let it dry between waterings. And then once I see new growth starting again, that's when I know that it can be watered a little bit more regularly. Remember that bananas like a lot of light and a lot of water when they grow, and also a lot of fertilizer. Lots and lots of food. They're heavy feeders. So there's the first one. I'm gonna go and plant up all of the rest of them, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and have fun with your bananas. There are a lot of rewards. They're very rewarding. They grow so quickly. It's pretty fantastic. Try propagating yours. Most varieties will sucker like crazy. Some of the varieties don't sucker so frequently. However, I do have a video on my channel of me doing divisions of banana corms. So go check that out and have fun. Have fun growing. We have this, is it Blatilia or Blatilia striata, the orchid. Is it a Japanese